Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SA Comedy Inside of the channel, where we get to know the inside and the outside of the South African comedy industry and all the mechanisms that make it function and make it work. Today I'm here with Ray and with Aiden. Gents, you can just take a moment to introduce yourself.
I'm Ray Plooy, stand-up comedian, allegedly. That's me. I do jokes.
Yeah, I'm Aiden Ho. I've been around for 4 years. Only Asian African comedian in the Southern African continent.
That's a proper intro.
Yeah.
So we are currently at Sixes in Melville, which is home to Monday Night Comedy. Monday Night Comedy is one of the oldest running, I don't know if you guys know this, one of the oldest running open mic comedy nights in South Africa. The other longest running nights is Armchair in Cape Town, Kitcheners in Braamfontein, and then Monday Night Comedy is probably like the third longest running open mic comedy nights. So yeah, my biggest question is, guys, running an open mic comedy night, why? Why do you do it?
Because there'd be nowhere else to hop, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're new and you're starting, you need to get time. And the only places that you can do that are at gigs of people that don't know how to run a gig. There'll be like a couple of like bad apples in the industry. They're not even really in the industry. You can hop on a day gigs. Or you can come to the well-established rowdy rooms that are going to be hard to hop, but you're going to be able to get time as a new person. So that's these rooms that are still rowdy but more respected.
Stage time.
Stage time.
Because this is a weekly gig. Every single Monday.
Every single Monday, 8 o'clock.
Nice. Aiden, my question for you, and this is more of a chat, not really an interview, but my question for you would be, what is the significance or the importance of an open mic comedy night? Where does it fit into the greater scheme of things?
I think it's so important because you need a place to experiment. You need a place to push the envelope. I mean, I like how Kanye is always like, they don't know what they want, so you conceive what they want. You know, if you just keep just regurgitating things that you know are definitely gonna work, that's not where the sweet spot is. The sweet spot is where it lies between the risk and the reward. So I think that's the thrilling and important part of having open mic comedy. It's also somewhere where we can own our old jokes. Like if you have a big gig coming up, you do some minutes, you get better. And I don't know why. We could like interview you actually because you used to run this gig long time ago.
I think we were the second ones, or the first ones, depending how far back you really want to go. Yeah,
Poppies and all of that.
yeah, there's mad history.
I think any kind of room, not room, any kind of group, there's always someone that holds it down. Like, and I think that person is Ray over here.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
So he keeps the team together.
Yeah, he keeps us together. He really does. He does a lot of multitasking.
But you also have a nice team of willing people.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna do it with like. Because one thing I know, between you, Tlantla, I think Kabane is the other person. A lot of energy.
Tendo.
Tendo.
Yeah, Tendo Muset.
Kabane hosts sometimes.
Kabani hosts every now and then. Like we'll just bring him in, for a spot to host.
You guys rotate the hosting as well.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we rotate and then we get guest hosts in, so that we can keep it fresh. And sometimes we know that like with a room like this, it can be a bit, like I said, really a rowdy. So you're never gonna get like a perfect 6 to 8 lineup where 5s and 10s and it's perfect and it's quiet, darkness, spotlight. Like comedy is very jealous for that. It loves a quiet room and a spotlight on the comic. This is not that room for that. So we're not gonna try our best to book someone like Robbie Collins or Luis Waller to host, because there's not gonna be a necessity for that. Like we're not gonna be able to reach the peak that they could get our show to, because there's already a hindrance of the noise and the crowd and the loudness. So we go for people that are just below them and sort of like us and above. So between us and them, we'll pick up our range of people to host.
Oh wait, so the nice thing that I like there is you brought up challenges.
Yeah.
What are the challenges with running a weekly open mic room?
getting a host.
Yeah, we were struggling with the host this week,
Just
really.
very quickly,
I was
like we
doing
couldn't, and then
myself,
we just threw names together, and then we found a guy that was willing. Thanks, man, thank you, I think another one is Lina, because I think a lot of very young comedians are delusional, and some of them are, if it's not delusion, it's just over eagerness, and they believe themselves to probably be better than what they are, even if they've never hopped before. So you've got brand new people coming through and hopping. You've got people that are very new coming and hopping, and sometimes you'll tell them there's no spot, and they'll feel offended by it.
I'll take it
And
personally.
you're kind of like, homie, there wasn't a spot for me either, you know?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like, I don't know what you want from me here. So that can be a challenge, comedians, you know?
But
like,
it's also funny how the new comedians want to do the spots. They have a great attendance with sixes, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
But that just means as a new comedian, you're just willing to die in front of more people. Like, I feel like a better place for him to start is like smaller rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and even if you do start here and you continue here, this should not be the only room that you hop in. Jerry Seinfeld said you should be out every night as a young comic. I think that's a bit much, maybe 4 times a week max or minimum.
If you can,
If you can,
yeah.
but that's for growth. If you can, for growth, 4 times a week minimum.
Yeah.
And then don't hop at 4 rooms that are the same.
Yeah.
You know, go hop at a room where the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
Go hop at a room where it's like the Bioscope. I was there last night. That's a beautiful room, the Bioscope Independent Cinema. For anyone who doesn't know, every Sunday at 6 p.m. they got comedy on there, and like that room is dark. There's a spotlight on the comic, and it's just quiet and it's beautiful. People are listening, and work here so that when you get there, it's easy.
Do you guys do recommendations for guys? So say for instance somebody wants to perform at Bioscope, they want to perform at Monaco. Does anyone ever reach out to you to be like, yo, do you recommend this guy?
Sure, yeah, but not very regularly. I don't think my opinion is very
that
much
at
yet.
this point.
Not yet. Like maybe in the future. I have had it happen with other rooms. You know, people want to book somebody. They'll ask me, "How's this guy?" and then I'll just give my honest opinion. But yeah. It's not a regular thing that I'm asked at the moment.
Do you feel like proud fathers when like somebody starts here for the first time and then in a few months time you see them killing in another room and you're like, yo man, that's our baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give a name?
Yes. Uviwe Glodlo. Yo.
Yeah,
Uviwe Glodlo. I don't know if he started here. He might have started at the Bioscope, I think. I don't know.
But this is where
a
he
couple
cut his
people
teeth.
have started at the Bioscope, which is a rough way to go, but this is definitely where he came in and helped a lot. Yeah, Uviwe Glodlo.
And I was like screaming at him over the DM. So I was like, do you have a life? If you have a life, stay away from this life. This is not worth your
It's
time.
not, bro.
Do you have a family? If you have a family, I even asked him like, do you have a girlfriend? And not even straight.
If you know,
And
if you know Uviwe, that's the wrong question to ask. Yeah.
What I liked about what you said is that you added some advice to our viewer. Gents, you obviously run this room and you see many new comedians come here all the time. What would be the top 3 pieces of advice you'd give a brand new comedian coming to step into this space?
yeah, definitely write something and sit on it for a month. Yeah, because even us as older comedians, we are advised like don't do the joke that you thought was gonna be funny on the drive on the way to the gig,
Yeah.
because there's not enough time to look at it from like a clear perspective.
Yeah.
And I think it would just be when you're just starting out, you're learning how to tell a joke. You're not learning what joke to tell.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter like how bad it, I wouldn't say it doesn't matter, but like if the joke is a little bit bad, but you keep working on it, you're learning a valuable skill, like how to kind of tell a bad joke, and that's a muscle where it would lead you into more like more complex stuff. I think there's like a spectrum for in terms of telling jokes. It goes like knock jokes until like all the way to what Dave Chappelle does. He tells you the punchline and you still don't know it's coming. So I think you have to keep it simple, stupid when you start.
I like that. So what you are saying is come prepared.
Yeah,
Don't come and waste our time, because at the end of the day, open mic night might look like fun and games, but actually we are crafting something quite important over here. These are
Yeah,
people who are going to go on to sell tickets at the Lyric Theatre,
Yeah.
who are going to be on Netflix,
On the
obviously.
tour, yeah.
Netflix. So take it seriously. Away. Any other pieces of advice for a brand new guy stepping into an open mic night?
If I have to give 3 pieces of advice, he covered most of the joke content, which is I think what a lot of comics are going to come with. I think the first one is study theatre in university and high school if you can. It's a bit late. If it's a bit late for you, that's a problem. But yeah, stage presence is going to be very important for you. And if you study theatre, you're going to have the stage time already. It's not going to immediately translate into stand up. You're still going to have a hard grind of figuring out what stand up versus theatre stage presence looks like. But you're going to have a lot of the grounds. Look forward, look up, look at the people, how to project,
Have
how
the
to
mic,
make sure you're not mumbling, all of that. Exactly, the mic technique, that sort of thing. So if there's a way that you can get some sort of training before you start stand up, I would suggest you go into that. Even if you just go do improv or something, do something else. And then, from an outside perspective, as someone that runs shows, the best piece of advice I could give to a newcomer from a showrunner perspective is don't waste my time. Like, please don't come do hobby comedy. I know that's just me as a purist and as someone that's trying to do this for a living. It makes there'll be like 10 guys that are rocking up all the time trying to get spots. They're there nearly every night. And when you come in and you do your wiki wise and you don't do well, or you're not taking it seriously, or you're too cocky and that sort of thing, we're not going to be
really
mean.
a hobby, eh? It's a real pursuit.
It's a pursuit, bro. Like, as a hobby, I don't want to deter someone from maybe doing it as a hobby if they want to.
But also just declare it.
Yeah,
Be like, guys, I'm doing this as a hobby.
Yeah, because
so if I do get bumped, I don't mind.
Yeah, some people, this is their potential livelihood. It's what they want to do, and so we take spots and time very seriously. And the last one is don't run over time. Again, as a showrunner, if you're gonna do 5 minutes your first time, do 5 minutes. Don't do anything else but 5. Prepare 5 minutes. Prepare 3 minutes. Come with 3 minutes, but don't do 6. Don't do 7.
Yeah.
Can you, for the new comics out there, can you just tell us a little bit about what is a tight 5?
Tight 5, 5 minutes. 1 second to 5 minutes. All
like-
your jokes when you start. Your first 3 years need to be your 5.
Yeah. You tell that 5 until you're freaking tired of it. But the thing is, you're learning how to make a joke become more organic. Like, you learn, like, it starts growing arms after you did it for the 3rd year. If the audience reacts this way, I got this. If the audience reacts like that way, I got that. I got like all the roots. You can manipulate the joke. That's what a type 5 would teach you.
And just like if you're gonna see someone like Chandra and Titi who run the Bioscope, or other Grootmans like Tats and Kwanzaa, or maybe Robbie, they're gonna be when they watch you, they're gonna only see your 5 in the beginning. So your 5 will get you paid and it will get you spots. But a 10-minute as a brand new comedian is just gonna make people angry. There's going to be rooms where you might get more time as a young comic where you can mess around, but it's mostly going to be 5 minutes. So your tight 5 is 5 minutes of comedy that you work to perfection.
And
to the best of your
4
ability.
times a week.
4 times a week, do your 5.
Yeah. And then what I had to learn, I gave up at one point, and I had to learn that as someone new in any endeavor in life, you have to know that you're going to be shit for the first 2 years. Like, that also, like, it sounds like a terrible thing, but it takes so much pressure off you, and that will enable you to actually just do the thing, just keep throwing yourself in the pool and keep swimming. That's how I put it, yeah.
Sweet, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Like I said, I like to keep these chats short. I would rather we do a part 2 at a later stage than for us to
So we're just
continue.
busy. We'll be with you in a second.
For us to continue like for a full hour. So thank you, gents. You can let the followers know where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm at Ray Deploy on Instagram, and I think I'm at Raylee_DP on TikTok. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm at Aiden _Ho. Yeah, Ho's my real surname, so find that stuff on Instagram.
And guys, how do people find your gig?
Go look up Monday_night_comedy on Instagram and follow us and come to a show any Monday. Please pull through with as many people as possible. Buy some drinks, have a few laughs.
And we always posting tickets on our story.
Yeah. So you'll see other shows too.
Nice. This is SA Comedy Insider. This is Monday Night Comedy. This is Ray. This is Aiden. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. The subscribe thing is over here. SA Comedy Insider. News, interviews, and South African comedy culture. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.